But my question is, how do you find your profit per service, like for a lawn service? I didn't know really how to find that.
What's the goal in finding that number for you right now, Philip?
I think just being able, so I'm in growth mode, but it will be more profitable because I won't have to buy a truck and trailer and all that this year.
Mm-hmm.
And so kind of just seeing how much profit I'll have if I have like 60 customers this year is what the minimum I'm wanting. So maybe just kind of ballpark see where I would be at.
Got it. Okay. So the reason I asked you, because like at first I thought you wanted to know how much you're making per lawn. And I think that's a great number to know down the road. But based upon your secondary question, I can see it's more a matter of what do I need a budget and how much money am I going to make if I get these more customers? If I get 40 more customers, how much more money am I going to make? And what do I need to be expecting to spend? Here's what you can think about. If you have all of your fixed expenses are things that don't go up or down based upon the revenue you spend. This can be rent, loan payments, insurance. You're not going to pay half the amount of rent next month because your revenue drops in half. Your rent isn't going to double next month because of your revenue doubling next month. These are fixed expenses. Take that number, figure out what that number is going to be. Add in all the trucks, insurance, everything that you know is going to be there. Then what you want to figure out is, if you make $1 of revenue on labor, what percentage of that gets wiped out? And it's going to get wiped out from several different things. It's going to get wiped out from direct labor, i.e. paying your guys a wage. And on P4P, you can fix that number at say 33 or 40%. But then on top of that, you got to have overhead recovery. These are all the other costs of the business. And so if you're lucky, you can be able to say, okay, if I add up all my fixed expenses, that's $6,000 per month. Great. I need to make at least $6,000 just to break even and pay my fixed expenses. Oh, but wait, now I have employees. Now, if I get large enough, I actually need an office and an admin person. So you can start to figure out where's your actual break even point. And that's what I'd be trying to figure out if I was you. I'd be trying to figure out what dollar amount do I need to make just to break even, get to zero. Then I'd be figuring out what is the annual value per customer, or ACV, annual customer value. ACV is simply how much revenue do I make per customer per year. And then you can extrapolate from that how many customers do I need to get to hit break even. And then if I have this goal of hitting 40,000 a month or 50,000 a month in revenue, then I can figure out also how many customers do I need to get to. A lot of times we have the disconnect between how many customers I need to have and how much revenue I'm making. Mostly due to the fact that we don't know our ACV. We don't know what our annual customer value is. And therefore, we can't make an educated guess that if we get 50 customers, it will lead to $100,000 in annual revenue. And the reason I know that number is because I know my average is $2,000 per customer per year. So figuring out your ACV will be important. Figuring out your break even will be important. And that will be how you can determine your profitability as you project forward.